Hey guys, ever wondered where to start with gathering references for your webtoons? Today, I'll be sharing how I specifically do it. I find starting to look for references a bit stressful, and my way to get around that is by saving lots and lots of references for a rainy day. So I usually start looking for references after finishing writing an episode and throughout the thumbnailing process. And for those of you that don't know what thumbnailing is, it's when you draw teeny tiny thumbnail size pictures. These could be for anything. They could be for illustrations, or they could be comic panels. But this context is for comic panels. After I've done thumbnailing, or during thumbnailing, I go on Pexels, Unsplash, Shutterstock, and also Pinterest as a last resort. I also made a video here about references, and I'll also link that in the description. I have a Pinterest board for each of my characters, and within those boards, it's references with their main outfit, as well as other outfits I think they might wear, for like illustrations and doodles. And all these references help me to draw them more consistently. Because don't get me wrong, I still have a trouble with consistency, but with all these references, it helps keep them a little bit more on model than what they would be without them. So let's see this Pinterest board, shall we? Okay, so here's my Pinterest. I have lots and lots of boards, but let me show you some of the boards I make for my characters. So I have about 5 specific ones for my characters. This one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Let's look at this one. So we have outfits I think she might wear, as well as stuff for her house, and references for her actual main outfit. This is stuff that would go in her house. So, time to show you Pexels, because I have a lot of stuff. Let me show you what Pexels looks like when you first look on the site. So there's lots of high quality free images. There's so many, and every now and then I just save one. So I'm like, oh, this is useful. So earlier I saved this one, and I will show you everything. So I have so many boards, but the main ones I use for my comic are this one, my character Archimedes. He's a little rat. I have this one for like conversations and character posing. This one's for, I'm not sure, but it's a free-for-all on that one. And this one's for forest pictures. So this is the comic folder. There's a lot in here. It's literally everything. So whenever I see a picture within a video that makes me go, oh, I could use this in my comic, I just save it for later. And then when that scene comes up, I bring up one of these folders, I sort through it, I find the references, and I put them in my PureRef folder to come back to. And speaking of which, this reference here I used in episode 17 of my comic, and I'll put in a little finished drawing on the side so you can compare and see how I used it. So yeah, there's lots of stuff in here, and there's also this one, which is more people interacting with each other and talking and stuff like that, because there's lots of conversations going on in my comic, so I need panels that don't look boring. Well, references of people talking that don't look boring. Aha, forest. This one is the backbone of my comic, because without references of trees and forests and woodlands, my comic would look flat. So I really need this. I want my backgrounds to look like 2 trees and a bit of grass. It needs to be like, you know, spicy, layered. You know, I want to make Shrek proud. I also use Unsplash, but I forgot my login, and I barely use it, so yeah. But this is Unsplash. The stuff on here is really good for finding references. But let me go and show you my PureRef, because I use that a lot. So here's my PureRef. I have two main PureRef files open, and for those of you that don't know what PureRef is, it's a moodboard making program, and it's pay what you want, so you could get it for free if you want, or you could pay a donation and get it for that price. Of course, I'll be linking that in the description below as well. Let me show you my references. So this one over here is my general PureRef folder for all my character references, and this is the episode specific one. This one's for episode 17. I'll show you my character specific one. This is me just compiling all my art as well as some references. And the art one is mainly my turnaround drawings I've done, as well as some references I found on the internet. I don't really like making pins, so that's why I don't really use Pinterest to put my art on there. So that's just why I prefer PureRef. I originally made these for Art Fight, but I was like, why not? This is useful. So I just stuck it in here. And sometimes when I'm just like, watching TV or whatever, I'll just see a person and I'm like, whoa, this person kind of looks like my character. So I'll just take a screenshot and just stick it in here and use them as a photo reference. But the fun fact, this was like a AI thing. This person isn't real. I forgot what website I used, but if I remember, I'll put it in the description, or I'll put it on the screen as well as the description. And this and this, they're both spoilers. But those are all my references. I have a lot of references. And for Ophelia, I found like a model on Unsplash that looked exactly how I imagined her, and my brain was like, brain explosion. So I put references in, and they are really good. And the same thing for Leanne, but I found a model on Pexels. So I just put like a lot on here. And I also have some general references like head turnarounds, which I got from Jookpub, and I'll link them in the description. I also have conversation panels and like body language stuff. So I like giving my characters like specific body language. So for example, try another. Okay, for example, Bryn, when he like embarrassed or something, he just puts his hand behind his head. So I was like, okay, I need references for this stat. So I found these references, stuck in here, and I forgot like the phrase to Google it, because I was searching for this for so long I couldn't find anything. When I finally found it, I was like, oh, finally. So that's why I wrote this here, so I could remember. And I also have references of people moving their hands whilst talking. Okay, sometimes conversations are boring if they're just standing there not doing anything body language wise. I also have a lighting guide from digitalcameraworld.com. I'll link that in the description. Funnily enough, I found this from someone's Tumblr banner. I think this is a favourite footballer, I don't know. But I saved it because the facial expressions are 10 out of 10. This is a lighting reference. I'm not sure why I found this, to be honest. Sorry. I got this off of Twitter. This is from Raiden WA, so I'll link them. These are really useful shoe references, are so useful. And those are the main references I use. And okay, let me show you what references I use for episode 17 of my comic. Light spoilers though. If you want to know the context of everything, check out my comic in the description, called Paged Away. Sorry, I found this really cool reference. It's of city skyline from sunset to nighttime, and I use it for color references because at the moment it's sunset in my comic and I need to have good colors that show off the sunsettiness, otherwise it would just look weird. And I have lots of general trees and tree references and stuff for specific panels. And I put some art in here which I got via my side blog on Tumblr, and I forgot the artists. I should have written them down, but they are on my blog somewhere, so I'll add them on the screen. But when I look at these, I just like think of, when I look at these I get inspiration. I just think of like composition ideas and some really cool trees, and I use this as the third last panel in my comic. And this is actually the speed paint that you're seeing right now in the background, little speed paint, and my characters using this reference. Very cool. And yeah, those are my references and how I use them in my comic. Hope you find it useful, and remember, everything I'm mentioning is in the description. Check that out. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!